Mary, thanks for joining me today.
You're welcome.
Again, this is Dr. Nathan DeLorey. I'm with Mary, and she's going to share testimonials of things she's seen with hyperbaric oxygen therapy. So bring us back to when you first came in and tell us what brought you into our clinic.
Well, my name's Mary Gilson, and I've been coming here a little over 2 years. A friend literally threw a book at me that she got from your office about hyperbaric oxygen. And I read the first chapter and called the office and said, when can I get in? And within a couple hours, I was here meeting with you, watching a video, taking the tour. And right after that, I took my first dive. And by that time, it was after hours on a Friday. And I was a new client, and you stayed. And I've never forgotten that. That speaks a lot to how much people care here.
Awesome. Thank you. So you came in, and what was going on for you at that time?
I was pretty much a hot mess. I could barely walk. I couldn't lift my feet. I shuffled down the hallway to the tank, and you'd help. I call it the tank. I'm sorry, it's the chamber. Shuffled down the hallway to the chamber, and you'd help me inside and checked on me frequently. And there's windows and walkie-talkies, and so it was very comfortable in this nice, cushy, big chair. And when I got out, I popped out of the chair and stood up and looked around like, what just happened? And I pretty much sprinted down the hallway. And I think the only question I asked you is, can I hug you now? Which I did. Then I took another walk and I gave you another hug. And it was unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. I said, I wish we would have had a video of me walking in compared to walking out. So that's how I started.
So you had some problems for a while before you came in. And what were some of those issues going on?
Just a lot of mobility issues and breathing issues, and none of my various doctors that I've been to could figure it out until I came here.
So Mary, when you first came in, I remember you'd had some chronic issues for about 3 years, and I remember that there's a cane. I remember that when you came up from that first session in the chamber, you now were holding your cane in your hand.
Horizontally, as I recall.
Yep, and you were standing upright, and so it was an amazing change that we saw in that first visit. We went outside, and you wanted to walk, and you hadn't been able to walk really for a while.
Yeah, we made a couple laps in the parking lot, as I recall.
So you were able to walk, but you weren't able to walk for that length of time.
Yeah. So
really, what an amazing change we saw that first session. What did you see over time with the dives? What have you seen?
I've been coming twice a week, and I schedule my life around my sessions here. So if I know I'm coming on Monday morning, Monday afternoon, I know I'll have the energy to do laundry or vacuum or get groceries. Before I was doing hyperbarics, I was taking 3 naps a day, and I was still exhausted. I would wake up in the morning and think, when can I get a nap? I'd take a nap, have lunch. No, when's my afternoon nap going to be? And I'd barely make it through dinner and be falling asleep at the kitchen table. And now I don't nap at all. When I first started, I would fall asleep in the chamber. And now I don't. I'm saying my prayers and reading a book. And it's amazing, the difference. So I schedule my life around it.
Have you always come in twice a week? Did you come in more often initially?
There were a couple times where I came in 3 times a week. I think probably after I had pneumonia. And I couldn't wait to get out of the hospital and get back in the chamber. And after that first time, it was like, oh my gosh, I can breathe again. Because after you've had pneumonia, your lungs are just not good. So I think overall, I average twice a week.
Okay.
And that works for me.
Okay. And what other things have you seen with hyperbaric?
I think, as I explain it to people, it's not just the physical, it's also the mental aspect of it. When I get out of the chamber, if I've been stressed out about something on the way in or upset about something, I get out and I'm calmer. I'm energized. I can't wait to go home and do stuff, but I'm calm. It's just hard to put into words.
Those are great changes. Now, we were talking before we were doing the video about your dog Justice, and do you want to tell me about things you saw for your dog?
He's now a 14-year-old Shih Tzu. Last July, he had malignant melanoma in his mouth, great big nasty tumor sticking out of his mouth. The vet took out a tumor, took out 6 teeth, and he healed up, and 2 months later it started growing back again. And brought him back to the vet, and they said, well, there's really nothing else we can do. Here's some pain meds, keep him comfortable, good luck. And I love my vet, but that's all they could do. So I talked to you, I said, what do you think? So we put him in the chamber the first time, and we were all a little nervous because we didn't know how he'd react.
Yeah.
He fell asleep right away. He crawled up on my lap, put his head down, and fell asleep. And over the next 2 weeks, that ugly tumor reduced, and it's gone. And we took pictures of him every single day and brought him back to the vet a month after we started, and they couldn't believe it. And every vet in the building had to come in the little room and said, oh my gosh, what did you do? And that was last September, and it has not come back.
That's amazing.
So.
And then this weekend you said he had some diarrhea issues.
Yes, we're going to talk about diarrhea, huh? Yes, he had unexplained explosive diarrhea middle of the night, Saturday night, and didn't eat much on Saturday, didn't eat anything on Sunday. I thought, oh boy, should I even bring him to my hyperbarics on Monday morning? What am I going to do in the chamber with a dog with diarrhea? It didn't sound like a good plan, but he was fine. He hadn't done anything since early Sunday morning. So I brought him in, and he curled up like he always does, and I bring my other dog with me too. She had a little cough, and I started bringing her, and she doesn't cough anymore, so might as well if you're going to bring one dog, you might as well bring two. And after we got home, he walked right in the house and immediately wanted to eat. And he hadn't eaten in 2 days. So it was just amazing how whatever little bug he had, that cured. I remember talking to you early on this, and I said, I used to have these digestive issues, and you very nonchalantly said, oh yeah, hyperbarics will fix that too. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're fixing problems I didn't know I was here to fix. So that it was amazing.
Wow, that is amazing. That is amazing. One of the things that's been amazing with you is how you've motivated many people to come in and get hyperbaric oxygen therapy. And so if you were going to talk to the audience and let them know what are 1 or 2 reasons that they should consider hyperbaric oxygen therapy?
Yeah, like I said, I've referred so many friends here, and they've all had great results. Just have an open mind and try it. There's no reason not to. It's not like you're trying a new experimental drug that's going to cause side effects or cause another problem so you need another medication.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing like that, because we all know that happens. It's comfortable. It's easy. The results are incredible. I think you've said I'm kind of the anomaly that I got such a burst after the first one, and it takes a little bit longer, and you have to keep at it. You have to not go once and go, well, I didn't feel that. You have to keep coming. So you have to have a little patience, but there's no reason not to try it, especially if you've got chronic problems and no one else fixing it. This is a good thing to try. Like I said, it's so comfortable and so relaxing when you're in a session. It's not at all, people ask me, aren't you claustrophobic? I could never do that. It's not at all like going in an MRI or something like that. The chambers are big. You can have 2 people in them. You can move around. It's not at all confining. Then they check on you constantly. So it's very comfortable. It's very easy, and you get great results. So why not? That's how I tell my friends. Why not? Try it.
Sure. Awesome. Well, thank you, Mary, so much for taking the time to share your experience and your feedback about hyperbaric oxygen therapy.
My pleasure.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Mary.
Thank you. Appreciate you.